This recipe is a total winner today. Even my husband, who's tough critic, officially confirmed it's delicious. Hello everyone! Today we are making pork and shrimp tray dumplings. And here is our ingredient list. We have grounded pork. And yes, you can use any meat that you want. But today I prefer pork and then sugar. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Oh, and I actually forgot to put the oyster sauce in at first, but don't worry, I just mix it in later. Home cooking is very forgiving like this, right? Then we follow with Thai seasoning sauce like a green cap for 1 tablespoon. And please don't forget the oils. The olive oil is my secret for keeping the meat extra juicy. While the sesame oil gives us that classic aroma. And for the textures, I am using 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Since we aren't using eggs today, this is our secret weapon. It acts as a binder to hold everything together and gives the meat that iconic bouncy. Black pepper and oyster sauce, and see, I mix it later. Next up is our chopped cabbage. I am using 1 full cup today. It's the perfect way to add some natural sweetness and a bit of a crunch to the filling. Just a quick tip, make sure to squeeze out all the water out of chopping, or your dumpling will get a bit too shy and soggy. Also, as you can see a quick note above, I am skipping the garlic and toasted coriander seed today because I am sharing this menu with my neighbor too. I want to keep the flavor friendly for everyone, but I completely highly recommend you guys to add them if you're making this for yourself, and believe me, the taste is getting better. We toss the pork, cabbage, and seasonings into the bowl and knead it until it gets nice and tacky. It's a bit of an arm workout, but it's worth it. I chose the tray style today because it's perfect if you have limited time or are in a huge hurry. For best of all, if your folding skills aren't quite there yet, this is a lifesaver. No fancy plate needed. It's beginner friendly, zero stress, and looks amazing. Now for the best part, the layering. First, brush a thin layer of oil on the tray. It prevents sticking and makes washing the dishes so much easier later. And you can use whatever design that you have in your kitchen. Then we lay down the wonton wrappers first. The assembly, we are actually making this dumpling lasagna style. It's the ultimate hack if you are short on time or just don't want to deal with a messy folding. After we create a pasta base, now spread a layer of our meat mixture. Remember our secret ingredients, the cornstarch. Give us that bouncy bite, while the sesame and olive oils keep everything aromatic and juicy. And that cabbage, it adds a lovely natural sweetness and crunch. It's like the perfect filling for our Asian style lasagna. And yes, if you want more layers, you can use a smaller tray to build it higher. Using a layer lasagna style method for dumplings is a massive time saver and ensure even cooking throughout the tray. And here's my last layer. Doing in this way is so much faster than making individual dumplings. It also creates these beautiful colorful layers that look amazing when you cut into it. Just keep repeating wrappers, meat, and put on the shrimp later. Now, here's my lazy hack. I don't mix the shrimp into the pork. I just spread the pork mix, then scatter the roughly chopped shrimp right on top. This keeps the shrimp so crunchy right after the shrimp. I add green onion for a pop of color and freshness. And by adding them now, you will get these big juicy chunks in every single bite. And now I am adding a generous sprinkle of green onions. This from my garden, guys. And see, as you finish the final layer, you will see how rustic and professional it looks. I love this method because one is steamed, the wrappers turn translucent, and you can actually see the layers of pink shrimp and green onions. It's sour cake that's about to be a crowd pleaser. And make sure the top layer of wonton wrapper is lightly brushed from the oils to prevent them from drying out or turning hard during steaming. And now we are ready to steam. Steam on high for 20 to 25 minutes. But wait, before you turn off the gas, do a quick toothpick test. Poke the center. If it comes out clean, you are all set. Okay? Okay, mine. It's come out clean. We're good to go. For the sauce, I am making a sweet, spicy black sauce. I will mix sweet dark soy sauce, vinegar, sugar, and chili flake. Here you go. It's done from steam. This sauce is so easy, guys. You can try it. And then we top with crispy garlic and serve with our sauce. And it's turned out amazing, guys. If my husband loved it, I'm sure you will too. Happy cooking!